stop now. Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that ain't making it, my folks locked down. I never went nowhere, but they saying loot is back. Blame it on that contour, the hood call it Ludiac. And I'm on this foolish track, so I spit my foolish flow. My hands go up and down, like serving tight like a million. Last time on a college remix, now I'm on the already. Never count me out, y'all better count me in. Got 20 bank accounts, accountants count me in. Make millions every year, the South's champion. Cause all I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Swerving in my low-low, head on the swivel, you know serving me's a no-no. Clean as a whistle as I pull out in my Rolls Royce. Yellow bone passenger, they see it, they say, oh boy. Tell Cali back it up, go. Down for armed trafficking, don't make me pull that fofo. Ask you what you laughing at, represent that mud life. Dirty money, bitch, your mud right. We come together holding hands and holler hood life. We all strapping all black, it's like Bud Light.
All it's do is scream.
You riding or what? Cause we riding tonight. Now you riding with me cause you wasn't riding.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Oh, water getting boiled. Snoopy in the hookie. System overload. I've been running this rap game since I was 20 years old. I hung with the worst of them. Bust till I burst them up. Floss them up, toss them up. Harder way, close them up. Pardon me, I'm bossing up. Pressure up, bless you, bro. Don't mess with us. We like the U in the 80s. Back to back, set a track. Hit the lick, get it back. Get the trick, jump the track back. Time and time again. Al Davis said it best. Just win, baby, win.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
The past is the past, you know. It's a new day, bro. My day. You gotta do it now. My time, you can check your iPhone. Better say it's our time. I don't even need a watch. I don't even see a clock. Soon as I walk in, it feel like me o'clock. Yeah, me o'clock. Every time my checks don't measure up and try to blame the Pyrex. I'ma do it bigger than a 5X. Can't ride with an L, so I don't drive Lex. Game so bickery, so full of trickery. Nursery, rhyming, hickory, dickory. The hood call it Pickery, Biggie, Puffy, Buster, Victory. Yes. Ain't you worried about the past, cause that was yesterday. I'ma put it on the line, cause it's my time. Hey, hey, hey. Gotta stay on my grind, cause it's my time. My time, my time. If you with me, let me hear you say so. If you with me, let me hear you say so. It's my time. My time's more like fly time. Don't don't call it getting dressed, call it in the sky time. If you ain't a pilot, you probably couldn't style it. Unless you was a stewardess, you won't know what to do with this. First I took the time out, then I put the time in. Money ain't everything, it's more about the timing. So I got the Audemars, flawless diamonds. In other words, that's called perfect timing. I feel like a favor, I feel like a savior. They clock in my neck, I feel like I'm flavor. I go so hard, low so God. Damn, street, gonna evict me. Hey, you know I'm here to stay, never clocking out. Big bottles we popping out, no telling when we stopping now. And I represent the ATO on the track with FABO. You know we go home today. Can you worry about the past? 'Cause that was yesterday. I'ma put it on the line 'cause it's my time. Gotta stay on my grind 'cause it's my time. My time, my time, my time. If you with me, let me hear you say. If you with me, let me hear you say. Oh, it's my time, 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 time.
Yeah, you can be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the King Kong banging on your chest.
You could beat the world, you could beat the war. You could talk to God, go banging on his door.
You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks.
You could be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you go find yourself.
Standing in the Hall of Fame, and the world's gonna know your name. 'Cause you burn with the burning flame, and the world's gonna know your name. And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. You can go the distance, you can run the mile, you can walk straight through hell with a smile.
You could be the hero, you could get the gold. Breaking all the records they thought never could be broke.
Yeah, do it for your people, do it for your pride. And you're never gonna know if you never even try.
Do it for your country, do it for your name. 'Cause there's gonna be a day when you're
Standing in the Hall of Fame, and the world's gonna know your name. 'Cause you burn with the burning flame, and the world's gonna know your name. And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. Be a champion, be a champion, be a champion, be a champion. The walls of the Hall of Fame. Be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions, be truth seekers. Be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers, Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions. Standing in the Hall of Fame, and the world's gonna know your name. 'Cause you burn with the burning flame, and the world's gonna know your name. You'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. You can be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the King Kong hanging on your chest.
You could be the world, you could beat the war. You could talk to God, go banging on his door.
You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks.
You could be a master, don't wait for
Some legends are told, some turn to dust or to gold, but you will remember me for centuries. Just one mistake is all it will take. We'll go down in history. Remember me for centuries. Remember me for centuries. Mama tied my teenage
We welcome you here to Newark, York, in Game 2 of the doubleheader. Sorry for the delay. A little bit of first pitch. It's now Shane Dukes leading things off. 1-2 is a count. We had a little bit of delay in getting things started here as Geneva sent the lineup late, but they do have a lineup. It's Shane Dukes leading off, but he'll be the catcher in Game 2. And batting second will be Ozzie Fleischer, the second baseman. Batting third, Harrison Treble, the center fielder. Hitting fourth, and it'll be Mike Gorham, the first baseman. Batting fifth, Nick Surse, the extra hitter. Next pitch, cut on and foul back. We'll do it again, 1-2. Hitting sixth will be Brandon Chelpy, the right fielder. Batting seventh, Ray Ortiz, the shortstop. Batting eighth, Andrew McDermott, the left fielder. And batting ninth, Cole Kumpf, the third baseman. And then batting 10th, it'll be Eli Harpleen, the designated hitter. And on the mound for Geneva tonight, it'll be Orion Daly in Game 2. Next pitch misses upstairs for a ball. Even the count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. I'll take a look at the hometown lineup of the Newark Pilots. It'll be TJ Werner leading things off, playing second base. 2-2 offering. Two from Riley down low. Moves count to 3-2. Batting second with Kobe Stenson, the center fielder. Batting third, Michael Doyle, the third baseman. Batting fourth will be Matt Fabian, the first baseman. Batting fifth, Ty Morgan, the shortstop. Batting sixth, Alex Duffy, the right fielder. Next pitch, cut on and popped up and foul. Over there is Gibbon, right, make a grab at it. And he does for the first out. So a pop up to get things started here in the top of the first in Game 2. Bring up Ozzie Fleischer to the dish, the second baseman. Was a 10-hole hitter for the Red Wings. Following Alex Duffy, batting right field for sixth in the Newark lineup. Batting seventh will be Kyle Gordon, designated hitter. Batting eighth will be Kyle Wood, the extra hitter. Batting ninth will be Given, the catcher. And then batting 10th will be Ethan Hurwitz, the left fielder. First pitch in there for a called strike, and Riley's on the mound for the Pilots. Logan Riley, that is. Out of Montgomery, New Jersey. First pitch in there for a strike to Ozzie Fleischer. Out of Tufts University. Comes the 0-1 offering. In there for a called strike that puts him ahead 0-2. With Harrison Treble on deck, he will be next, the center fielder. Immediately right back into the action. Geneva just got their lineups done last minute, so players frantically running around, getting in their spots. Next pitch in the ground to Werner at second. Makes a throw to first to get the second out of the inning.
Next, the center fielder, number 36, Harrison Treble.
They'll bring up Harrison Treble to the dish, the center fielder for the Red Wings. Out of Manhattan College, the Jasper kicks in. Like I mentioned in the previous game, one of the top hitters for the Red Wings. Next, first pitch popped out of left field. Left fielder coming to make a grab, and he makes it for the final out of the inning. So with that being said and done, the Red Wings go down 1-2-3 to start off this one. You're watching Red Wings baseball here on YouTube. We're right back here for the home half of the first of Game 2 between the Red Wings and the Red Wings and the Pilots. I'm Gage Kilburn. You're watching Red Wings baseball here on YouTube. Stick around.
The first thing I remember is the game that I love. A man on a diamond with a golden glove. Daddy with me in the cheap seats above, saying, boy, keep your eye on the ball. The crack of the bat, the stadium's roar. We were up on our feet for the tie-breaking score. I said, Daddy, I know what you brought me here for. He said, good, I hoped you'd hear the call. Life's a fastball, belt high, coming right down the middle. Don't stand there and let it go by. Swing hard and aim for the stands. My field of dreams have a parking lot next to our home. Dad on the mound until the daylight was gone, saying, boy, keep your eye on the ball. 'Cause this hay batter, swing batter, swing. The world is an infield, always chattering. If you don't concentrate, they'll spoil your timing, and you'll walk away cussing them all. Life's a fastball, belt high, coming right down the middle. Don't stand there and let it go by. Swing hard and aim for the stands, and thank God for your fans. Thank God for your fans. Thank God for your fans.
We'll be back here in the bottom of the first between the Red Wings and the Pilots. Game 2 of this doubleheader. Geneva won game 1, 8-1. And the first pitch swung on and hit towards the gap at left field. That'll be a leadoff extra bases for TJ Werner. It'll be a leadoff double to kick things off for the home half of the first for the Pilots. Pilots out swinging to kick things off in the game 2 of this doubleheader.
See you, and then I saw you in your glass. Hey.
And that'll bring up Kobe Menser to the dish. The
So close to it. Okay. Too close to it. Okay. Hey.
center fielder kicks in with a runner on second for the Pilots.
Double from TJ Werner, who sits on second. Menser will step in for the Pilots. Menser batting .384 on the summer for the Pilots, right up there in the batting average. He's second on the team. And the first pitch from Bailey to him. This is low for a ball.
First pitch. Missing for a ball.
Counts at 1-0.
1-0 count to Kobe Menser, excuse me. 1-0 pitch, misses, moves the count to 2-0. So following that leadoff double to get the game started, Orion Daly been struggling to try to find the zone. Probably a little bit nervous for giving that leadoff double. But nonetheless, we'll see how this plays out. 2-0 count to Menser. In there, the outside corner for a strike, was count to 2-1.
Menser not happy with the call. I don't blame him on that one. That one in there for strike one. Counts at 2-1 now.
It's a 2-1 offering. To Menser from Daly. Gets a look over at Werner at second. Kicks and deals. Swung on and popped foul out of play. Now the count goes even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. In game 1, the Pilots did have the first hit of the game with a double. Next pitch in there, called strike 3.
Up next from Staten Island, New York, the third baseman, number 4, Michael Doyle.
They'll bring up Michael Doyle, the third baseman, to the dish with a runner in scoring position for the Pilots with 1 man gone in the inning. The NJIT Highlander kicks in. First pitch in there for a called strike, going one's a count.
Hitting has not been an issue for the Pilots thus far. Pitching, on the other hand, has put them behind in many games this summer. Counts 0-1. The pitch from Daly.
0-1 pitch on the ground to third. The Cup makes a throw over to first, and they got him at first. Nice play by Gorm. 5-3 ground to get the second out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 25.
And that'll keep Werner over there at second base. And Matt Fabian up to the dish. The first baseman for the Pilots.
Matt Fabian will step up to the plate with 2 outs. And TJ Werner in scoring position for the Pilots.
2 gone in the inning.
Early on in the first inning of the 7th-inning game 2 of tonight's doubleheader. Time is called. Fabian will step back in. Orion Daly out there on the mound for the Red Wings tonight.
Comes the first start from Daly. Misses for a ball, 1-0. It's a 1-0 offer from Daly. Throws in the dirt and gets off the face mask of Dukes. And advancing to third is TJ Werner. Off of the wild pitch by Orion Daly. It's 2-0 offering from Daly. Gets a sign from Dukes. Kicks and deals. Swung on and hit down towards center field. That'll go down for a base hit. And they'll go past trouble. That'll be extra bases. Rounding first, beware to second is Fabian, and that'll be a lead. That'll be an RBI double. And Newark strikes first, 1-0. They bring up Ty Morgan with a run in already this inning. 1-0 early lead for the Pilots. Ty Morgan stepping in. Played in game 1 with this doubleheader. Giving Whitley the day off in the second game of this series. Next pitch popped up over to center. That should end the inning. And the inning comes to a close off of Treble's grab. And just like that, 1 inning in the books. Pilots 1, the Red Wings nothing. You're watching Red Wings baseball here on YouTube. Be right back in just a moment.
Blue.
His mother told him someday you will be a man, and you will be the leader of a big old band. Many people coming from miles around to hear you play your music when the sun go down. Maybe someday your name will be in lights saying, Johnny, be good tonight. Go, 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 Johnny, go. 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 Go. Johnny, be good.
We welcome you back here in the home half of the first. Be Mike Gorham to lead things out, the first baseman in the top of the second. Let's see if we'll get that change to you in just a second. One nothing lead for the Pilots off of the RBI double by Matt Fabian that came around and scored TJ Werner. First pitch outside for a ball, 1-0 off of the second inning of work for Logan Riley. 1-0 offering. It'll be Mike Gorham, Nick Searce, and Brandon Jelpy to kick things off. 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up in the Geneva lineup. Next pitch throws in the dirt was a count to 2-0. Bit of a side armor throwing attempt here by Logan Riley, a bit different than what we were accustomed to seeing. 2-0 offering from Logan Riley. Kicks and deals. Throws down into the dirt, just below the knees with a count to 3-0. Three-0 pitch in there for a strike with a count back to 3-1. 3-1 pitch. Inside, ball 4. It'll be a leadoff walk to start off the top of the second. The first base runner for the Red Wings. They'll bring up the EH, Nick Searce, to kick things off in the top of the second with a runner on first. Nick Searce played in the first game and did not do one of his better performances, so he's looking to do a reversal of fortunes this time around. With a runner on first and nobody out here in the top of the second. First pitch from Riley. Throws outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Pretty much letting Riley throw has been the strategy in the second inning. Probably something that they're trying to do. Work up the count, if you will. Try to get him out of this inning game pretty quickly. 1-0 pitch. Swung on and popped up to shallow center. Left field. Left fielder has a read and makes it flap for this first out.
Up next, the right fielder, number 4, Brandon Gelby.
Big out. They'll bring up Brandon Gelby to the dish, the right fielder for the Red Wings.
Got some big hits last game for the Red Wings. Game 1 of this doubleheader.
First offer from Riley. Throws inside for a ball, 1-0. Offering from Riley. Upstairs for a ball, must count to 2-0. Early 1-0 lead for the Pilots. I think the 18 people currently watching this game, from the comforts of your own home, next pitch misses. The moves count to 3-0. With Ray Ortiz on deck, he would be next to shortstop, playing the same spot he played in the previous game of the doubleheader. .3-0 home. In there for a strike, moves the count back to 3-1. Colburn Park has seen some great baseball players come through here. 3-1 offering from Logan Riley. Cut out and miss for a fastball. Got him swinging. That moves it back count full, 3-2. Some great players to keep in mind is Robin Yount from the Milwaukee Brewers. Played 20 years with the Brewers organization and was through the Newark Co-Pilots at the time, minor league affiliate of the Milwaukee Brewers. 3,000 career hitter. Made it to the National Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown. And meanwhile, they got it. Michael Gorman run down, then here's a throw, and he got him at second. Bad, poor base running by Mike Gorham. Got him for the second out of the inning. Comes a full count offering. Inside ball 4, and the inning will continue. It's 2 gone in the inning. Runner on first still. They'll bring up Ray Ortiz to the dish. The shortstop. First offering. In there for a strike at the inside corner, 0-1. Great frame there by Given. Jake Given, catcher behind the plate for the Pilots in Game 2, the doubleheader. Comes the 0-1 offering from Riley. Outside part of the play, misses for a ball. Use the count of 1 ball, 1 strike. Comes a 1-1 pitch. In there for a strike, and that moves the count to 1-2, and now Riley's 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning. 1-2 offering from Riley. Upstairs high. Now we got 2s across the board at the second. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the second. 1-0 lead for the Pilots early in this one. Game 2 of the doubleheader series. Game 7 of the Yeoman series. Geneva leads 5-1. Next pitch cut and missed, strike 3. And that'll end the inning. So inning and a half in the books. And it's the Pilots 1, the Red Wings nothing. I'm Gage Kilborn. You're watching Red Wings Baseball here on YouTube. Stick around and get comfortable. Be right back in just a moment. We get back here in the home half of the second. Be Alex Duffy to kick things off at Colburn Park in Newark, New York, just north of Geneva, about 25 minutes north of the Red Wings home park in McDonough at Lyceum Street. First pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. It'll be Alex Duffy, Kyle Gordon, and Kyle Wood. 6, 7, 8 hitters due up here in the home half of the second. Next pitch, could on a miss for a strike. Evens the count back at 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch. This is outside. Moves the count at 2-1. Look at scores around the league. The Double Days took down the Power in 4-3 at Sal Magley Stadium. And in Game 1, it was a victory for the Dutchmen, winning 7-3. Getting their first victory in 7 games. 2-1 pitch. Gets down the first baseline for a base hit. And that'll be a leadoff single to kick things off in the bottom of the second.
It's the designated hitter, number 2, Kyle Gordon.
So 2 straight innings. The leadoff guy reached base safely for the Pilots. And that'll bring up Kyle Gordon to the dish.
On the summer for the Pilots.
First pitch from Daly. Throws in the dirt for a ball, 1-0. Ryan Daly, he's usually one of the relievers in the bullpen, but has been given the task of pitching to start this game. Other scores around the league, the Tarp Skunks will trail the Muck Dogs 10-4. The Muck Dogs currently sitting in first place in the PGCBL West Division. And that pitch is fouled off of the foot of Gordon, so it moves the count of even a 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the 4th in Shuttleworth Park. It is Mohawks trail the Diamond Dogs 3-2 early in this one. Early in that one. And then the top of the second in Game 2 of doubleheader between the Dutchmen and the Outlaws. Oneonta with a 2-1 advantage over Albany. And then 2-0 early lead for the Socrates Stallions over the Glens Falls Dragons at Eastfield in Glens Falls. Comes a 1-1 pitch to Gordon from Daly. This is up high, moves the count to 2-1. Two-one offering upstairs, moves the count to 3-1. Struggling to find the zone is Daly. Once again, runner on first, nobody out. Giving up a lot of base runners, something that is not really good signs of a successful baseball team, especially one that's beaten Newark 5 of their 6 games against them. 3-1 offering. Kicks and deals. And he hits one out to shallow left. And that'll drop for a base hit in no man's land. As Andrew McDermott makes a throw in.
Up next, the hometown guy from Newark, New York, the extra hitter, number 1, Kyle Wood.
And I'll bring up Kyle Wood to the dish from OCC. Out of Newark, New York originally. It's his hometown. Trying to add some RBIs to his hometown crowd here tonight. First pitch swinging, and it follows it over to third base. 1-0 is the count. And next pitch misses the count, goes even a 1 ball, 1 strike. If you guys ever back in the previous game, somebody mentioned asking about the Elmira live stream. Well, unfortunately, my friend, the commentator over there at Elmira, currently is not feeling well, so he's not having the broadcast today because he's a one-man wrecking crew out there, Taylor. Count goes 2-1 after the pitch misses. Be Jake Givens on deck for the Pilots. The catcher in game 2 of the doubleheaders. Daly steps off the mound. Nonetheless, once that game has concluded, we'll hopefully get the stats and the scores of that game between the Pioneers and the Blue Sox, because that game is as much importance to this division as ever. Next pitch in there for a strike was to count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Geneva can gain a half a game over Auburn and maybe get 1 step closer to get into 4th place in the division. They take down Newark again in game 2 of the doubleheader. And that one is fouled back behind. So we'll do it again, 2-2. With runners on first and second. Still nobody out yet in this inning. It is Duffy at second. Gordon at first. Two throws in the dirt. Dukes able to keep it in front of him, so no runners advance. Full count offering on its way from Daly. Orion Daly struggling to find the zone, something we didn't really see out of him earlier on in the year, especially in the Niagara doubleheader in game 2 of that doubleheader. He was dominant, throwing it into the heart of play. Probably the confidence booster of the home crowd fans helped him out that time. That pitch is popped over to first base territory near the Newark dugout, and trying to make a diving catch is Gorham. And he just misses. Gorham came close to that one, but just barely missed right. I think the wind took it away last minute. And the count will remain full 3-2. We'll do it once more. The 8th pitch is at bat, about to presume. Kyle Wood looking to add some more insurance runs to his hometown team. Daly gets a sign from Dukes behind the plate. Gets set, kicks and deals. Cut on and miss, strike 3. A big punch out there from Orion Daly. Second strikeout of the ball game. And that'll bring up Jake Given to the dish. The 9-hole hitter for the Pilots from UMass Amherst. Comes the first offering from Daly. Kicks and deals. Inside for a called strike, 0-1. Newark almost already threw their batting order once in this game in just the second inning. Comes the 0-1 offering from Daly. Cut on and miss for a strike. Was a count to 0-2. Now Daly's one pitch away from getting a second out of the inning. Much needed if he gets this guy out swinging to get back-to-back punch-outs here after struggling with the first two guys he faced this inning. Next pitch misses and then moves the count to 1-2. And the next pitch, missing the count, goes even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's 2-2 offering. Cut on and fouled back. They tried to hit a run opportunity, but didn't come up successful. So we'll do it again, 2-2. Comes a 2-2 offering from Daly. Gets to look over at second where Duffy is. Steps off the mound. Looks like time was called. So the count still remains even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two-two cut on and miss for a strikeout. That'll be back-to-back punch-outs for Ryan Daly.
Up next from Rochester, New York, the left fielder, number 28, Ethan Hurwitz.
Let's bring up Ethan Hurwitz to the dish. The Rochester native kicks in. With 2 gone in the inning, 3 strikeouts in the ballgame for Ryan Daly, and a much-needed 2 strikeouts there after getting the first 2 guys on base with back-to-back singles. Now he's 1 guy away from getting out of this thing, like getting up any more damage up on the scoreboard. First offering, check swing, goes in there for a strike anyways. 0-1 is the count. Comes the 0-1 offering. Swung on and hit to left field near the bullpen. Foul. And now Daly just 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without getting up another crooked number on the scoreboard. Comes the 0-2 home. Daly takes a look over at second where Duffy is. Sets, kicks, and deals. Upstairs, misses for a ball, 1-2. Try to have Hurwitz chase something upstairs, but Ethan Hurwitz wisely lays off. One-two offering from Daly. Both runners go. Cut out and miss, strike 3, and that ends the inning. And 3 straight strikeouts to get him out of the jam. 4 in the ball game through the first 2 innings of work from Ryan Daly. You're watching Red Wings baseball here on YouTube. 2 innings in the books. 1-0 lead for the Pilots. We'll be right back in just a moment. I'm Gage Kilborn. You're watching Red Wings baseball here on the Red Wings baseball YouTube channel. Stick around and enjoy the rest of this game.
She could turn all the boys' heads. Sometimes on a Friday I'll stop by and have a few drinks. After she put her kids to bed, her and her husband Bobby, well, they split up
Coming back here in the top of the third, be Andrew McDermott, the left fielder, kicks in. Former Quinnipiac Bobcat, he just made his decision on where he's be attending school now. I'll get that for you guys in just a moment. First pitch, miss it down low for a ball, 1-0. Logan Riley back out for his third inning of work with 1 punch out and only allowed 2 base runners and 2 walks so far. Next pitch upstairs for a ball, misses, moves the count to 2-0. He'll be attending Queens University of Charlotte. Out of the Royals down in Charlotte, North Carolina. Next pitch misses, moves the count to 3-0. It'll be McDermott, Cole Kumpf, and Eli Harpolini. So to kick things off, 8, 9, and 10 in the order, or the top of the third for the Red Wings. 3-0, throws in the dirt, ball 4, so a 4-pitch walk to lead off the top of the third.
Up next, the third baseman, number 30, Cole Kumpf.
Bring him to third baseman, Cole Kumpf, entering the dish. First time we see him play today. Majority of this team of the Red Wings is only playing 1 game. A few are playing both games of the doubleheader. Getting their work cut out for them today. First offering, upstairs for a ball, 1-0. So 5 straight balls to start off this third inning. Speedy McDermott at first. I would think they would give him the sign to steal second, judging by how caught over widely the throws have been. Next pitch in there for a strike. That moves the count to 1-1. The first strike thrown in this inning. Evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike with nobody out in the top of the third. Comes a 1-1 offering from Riley. Throws in the dirt, moves the count to 2-1. Geneva looking for their first hit of the ball game in the third inning. 2-1. Throws down in the dirt, moves the count to 3-0. 3-1, excuse me. First 8 pitches of the ball of this inning. 7 of the first 8 pitches have been balls. Comes a 3-1 from Riley. Gets a sign from Given. Kicks and deals. Swung on and laced towards the open gap between the shortstop and third baseman. And they'll get by the right left fielder. Rounding third, beware at home is Andrew McDermott. He'll get in safely. And they'll score 1 run. Going into third is Cole Kumpf. Be a single off of the scores all the error. This will be in the E7. And that'll be a tie game now, 1 apiece with a runner on third for the Red Wings. Be their first hit of the ball game with a runner on third.
So we're now tied here 1-1 after an error by the left fielder, Ethan Hurwitz.
Just like that, we're all in a new whole ball game, 1 run, 1 apiece. And talking to Logan Riley out there, as he's been struggling to find the zone a bit. His throws have been really not showing off his command ability up to this point. And the main issue there for that has to be the side armors really struggle to throw, and the underhanders by the looks of it. But nonetheless, we're back. It looks like things are, the amount is discussed. And that'll bring up Eli Harpolini, the designated hitter for the Red Wings. First offering, Harpolini. Throws in the dirt for a ball, 1-0. Skips into Given's glove, but Given able to stay in front of it. One 0 offering from Riley. Throws in the dirt once again. Moves the count 2-0. Starting to see some action going on in the Newark bullpen. comes a 2-0 offering from Logan Riley. With Cole Kumpf over there, it's third. That pitch misses, and it gets by the glove of Given. Coming in to scores, Cole Kumpf. And was he in there? He's thrown out at home plate.
So caught stealing home was Kumpf. As that was a
Trying to avoid the tag, and that will keep this game tied at 1 apiece, and the bases are empty. Then with a count to 3-0.
great play there from Given and Logan Riley. Perfect underhand toss there from Jake Given.
3-0 count from Logan Riley. Kicks and deals. In there for a strike. That might have gained him some confidence after that throw by Given. Still knotted up at 1 run apiece in the Omen series. As kicks in, deals. Swings one out to shallow right field. Foul. Now the count runs full 3-2. And Harper Lee going to talk to the home plate umpire. It looked like he was trying to ask for time to be called, but either the home plate umpire didn't see him or did not want time to be called. But nonetheless, full count offering on its way. With Shane Dukes on deck, he will be next. There's a full count offering from Logan Riley. Kicks and deals. Throws down low for ball 4, and it'll be another walk. So runner on first in the top. Then we go back to the top of the order. Be Shane Dukes. He popped out to the catchers last time up, back in the first. One of the top hitters for the Red Wings lineup, batting over .350 on the year. With a runner on first, trying to take the lead this inning after trailing early on 1-0. That first pitch in there for a called strike, going 1. To a pitcher that's struggling to find the zone, but seems to be getting a little bit more of a groove up there in the mound with 1 man gone in the inning. 0-1 offering. Throws in the dirt, moves the count even at 1 ball, 1 strike. One run in the game, 1-1 pitch. That one's hit on the ground towards third. That should be 2. Run there to Werner, on the throw to first, and Fabian, and that'll be a 5-4-3 double play to get them out of the inning. And just like that, the inning is over. So 2.5 in the books. Geneva settles for 1 to tie the game at 1. We're still not at a 1 run apiece here in Newark, New York. You're watching Red Wings baseball here on YouTube. Stick around. We'll be right back in just a moment for the home half of the third of Game 7 of the Omen series.
Next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. To be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the
back here in the bottom of the third, tied at 1. In game 2 of the doubleheader, game 1 was won by the Red Wings 8-1. As TJ Warner lead things off for the home half of the third for the Pilots. First pitch swinging right back behind us. 0-1 is the count. Thank you all for tuning in here. You guys made it for both games of the doubleheader. We do appreciate it. If you made it for one or the other, also much appreciated. Next pitch misses down low. It's counting even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Daly back out for another inning of work. Sort of struggle to start things off, seemed like, through the first 2 innings as he gave up the 1 run in the first, and second inning next pitch misses, moves the count to 2-1. He had runners on first and second, leadoff base runners, and that was pretty much it. Werner's 1 for 1 as he had a double back in the first. Leadoff double, came out and scored the first run of the ball game. Next pitch misses inside, moves the count to 3-1. There's 3-1 offering from Daly. Kicks and deals. In there for a strike. And that moves the count to full 3-2.
However, that'll push the count full 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Payoff pitch from Daly. In there, called strike 3. 4 straight strikeouts going back to the second. And that's a first out here in the home half of the third.
Kobe Menser.
5 strikeouts in the game for Ryan Daly. Bring up Kobe Menser to the dish. He struck out looking back in the first. First pitch, swung on and hit foul. Out of play towards the clubhouse. Was the 0-1 offering. Outside for a ball. He used to count at 1 ball, 1 strike. One offering from Daly. Swung on and hit towards left field. McDermott has the read on it. He makes the play to get him the out.
Up next from Staten Island, New York, the third baseman, number 4, Michael Doyle.
With 2 gone in the inning, that brings up Michael Doyle to the dish. Doyle's 0 for 1. He grounded to thirds last time up, back in the first. 0 for 1 in the third inning. Tied at 1. Five straight men put down from Daly. 4 of those 5 men have been struck out. First pitch in there, misses for a ball, 1-0. So 1-0 offering from Daly. Swung and popped up to left field. McDermott on his horse, trying to make the read on it, and he does to record the final out in this one. McDermott showing off his wheels in left field, and that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. 3 innings in the books here in Game 2 of the doubleheader. We're knotted up at 1 run apiece in the Omen series. We're right back in just a moment. You're watching Red Wings Baseball here on YouTube.
Boy, he adjusts his hat, picks up his ball, stares at his bat, says, I am the greatest, the game is on the line, and he gives his all one last time. And the ball goes up like the moon so bright, swings his bat with all his might, and the world's as still can be, and the baseball falls, and that's strike 3. Now it's supper time, and his mama calls, Little boy starts home with his bat and ball. Says I am the greatest, that is a fact. But even I didn't know I could pitch like that.
Kick things off in the top of the fourth. Ozzie Fleischer, the Tufts Jumbo, kick things off. He's 0 for 1. He's grounded to second back in the first. First pitch, throws in the dirt for a ball, 1-0. Logan Riley back out for a fourth inning of work. Kind of struggled in the third. Struggled to find the zone and get things started and got him into a lot of trouble. Next pitch, swung on and hit towards second base. TJ Warner goes back and he makes a grab to record the first out of this inning. We have Harrison Treble to the dish. And a lineup change for the Red Wings. Hitting in the fifth spot, taking over for Nick Searce will be Cole Fleming, the extra hitter spot, number 14. First offering from Riley. Throws at the knees for a strike, going 1. Great frame by Jake Given that time. Treble got a little bit frustrated on that call, I think, as well as maybe the press announcer for the Red Wings. Nonetheless, 0-1 offering to Treble. Hit on the ground towards first. Foul. Moves the count to 0-2. Comes the 0-2 offering from Riley. Swung on the ground towards second. There's Werner. Makes throw to Fabian. And 2 outs here in this one now. And they'll bring up Mike Gorham to the dish. He walked his last plate appearance and was out caught stealing. Back in the second.
Gorham will step in. Another lefty-on-lefty matchup. The Red Wings possess a lot of left-handed hitting, which is not something you see very often, especially
top of the fourth, first pitch. Throws in there for a strike to Gorham, to the first baseman.
almost like a sidearm delivery there for Riley.
Now he's doing a great job finding strikes, as it was a problem earlier on in this one. That pitch throws in the dirt for a ball. He usually counted 1 ball, 1 strike. It's 1-1 offering. Throws outside was a count to 2-1. Riley gets a sign from Given. Kicks and deals. 2-1 offering. Outside corner. Finds it to even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To be honest with you, the umpire's strike zone has been all over the place, to say the least. Still trying to question where it is and where it isn't in. 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Next pitch misses low. Was a count to 3-2. With Cole Fleming on deck, he would be next. The extra hitter spot. Taking over Nick Searce. Payoff pitch from Riley. Kicks and deals. Throws down low, ball 4. It'll be a 2-out base runner for the Red Wings.
Now bring up the extra hitter number 14, Cole Fleming, who's pinch hitting for Nick Searce here.
Nick Searce struggling with his hand currently. It's probably a good reason to get him out in the second game, as he did play one of the 2 games, the doubleheader.
Fleming will step in, batting .257 on the summer for the Red Wings.
His first at bat here for Cole Fleming. First offering from Riley gets a sign from Given. Kicks and deals. First pitch in there for a strike. Got the belt. 0-1. Comes the 0-1 offering from Riley. Cut on and miss for a strike. Now move the count to 0-2. And now Riley's one pitch away from getting out of this inning. Comes the 0-2 offering from Riley. Outside part of the plate, just misses. Moves the count to 1-2. Comes a 1-2 offering from Riley. Cut and miss, strike 3, and that ends the inning. Halfway through in this one, we're still knotted up at 1 run apiece here in Game 7 of the Open Series, Game 2 of this doubleheader. I'm Gage Kilborn, your voice of the Geneva Red Wings. We'll be right back in just a moment. You're watching Red Wings Baseball here on YouTube. Stick around.
Well, I beat the drum and hold the phone. The sun came out today. We're born again. There's new grass on the field. Around the third and headed for home. It's a brown-eyed, handsome man. Anyone can understand the way I feel. Oh, put me in cold. I'm ready to play today. Put me in cold. I'm ready to play today. Look at me.
We'll be back in home with the fourth, and Fabian hits the first pitch out to deep right. And a nice grab out there by the right fielder, Brandon Jelpe. That'll be the first out here in the home half of the fourth. From Ty Morgan to the dish, the shortstop for the Pilots. He is 0 for 1 as he flew out to center back in the first. As always, if any song recommendations you want me to play, let me know. And that first pitch is hit out towards center field in the gap. And I'll get by trouble, and I'll be extra bases. Rounding first, wait a second. And you'll get back at second. Was thinking about third, but stayed back at second. This will be a 1-out double for Ty Morgan. And now the Pilots have runner in scoring position with 1 man gone in the home half of the fourth. What's but possibly the game go ahead run over there at second base. So the first 2 pitches, the first one was he flew out to right. Second one was a double. First offering down in the dirt for a ball, 1-0. Daly. After getting 7 straight batters out, has a runner over at second base. The 5th hit of the ball game for the Pilots. Next pitch is in there for a strike. Even the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Comes a 1-1 offering from Daly. Takes a look over at second where Morgan is. Trying to keep him honest. A 1-1 offering. Throws inside, outside corner for a strike. Moves ahead 1-2. Comes a 1-2 offering from Daly. Kicks and deals. Swung on and hit. Foul out of play, so the count will be still steady at 1-2.
For the Pilots, Alex Duffy in the box.
We're almost done with the season. We should be winning.
Comes a 1-2 offering. Daly takes a look over at Dukes to get a sign. Now goes over, takes a look at Morgan at second. Kicks and deals. Swung and fouled, so we'll do it once more. 2 straight foul balls and 2 strike counts for Alex Duffy. Comes the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and hit towards the base hit. And they're going to hold Morgan at third. The runners in the corners with 1 man gone in the inning.
Up next, Norwalk, Connecticut, the designated hitter, number 2, Kyle Gordon.
And now 6 hits in the game, and Orion Daly got himself in a pickle. Now, you would imagine they would have Duffy think about stealing second to prevent the double play opportunity. First pitch upstairs, and as previously mentioned, and that'll be a stolen base. That'll have prevent the double play opportunity from happening. The runners second and third. 1-0 pitch from Orion Daly, trying to get out of this jam. He got himself in a little bit closer. First pitch, next pitch, cut and miss for a strike. Even they counted 1 ball, 1 strike. With Kyle Wood on deck. Kyle Gordon's 1 for 1 with a base hit back in the second. Very much been off. 1 pitch upstairs for a ball. Moves the count to 2-1. And now Daly is starting to lose control on the mound. Seems like losing his command and losing his composure. 2-1 offering nonetheless. And we're in the home half of the 4th. 1-1 tie between the Red Wings and the Pilots. So 2-1 offering. Misses outside part of the play. Moves the count to 3-1 now. Three-one offering from Daly. Takes a look over at Dukes and discusses what he wants to do with him. 3-1 home. This will crack down to center field. Trebles on his horse, and he'll make the grab. Meanwhile, they'll take a Morgan from third, and they'll keep the runner at second. And there'll be a sacrifice fly, and now the Pilots take the 2-1 lead.
Hometown product from Newark, New York, the extra hitter, number 1, Kyle Wood.
Now with 2 gone in the inning, another run comes in to score. That'll be the second run of the game for the Pilots. Now they lead 2-1. First pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. With a runner on second for the Pilots. Kyle Wood at the dish, the Newark native. Over ones he struck out back in the second. 1-0 pitch, hitting the ground too short. Makes a throw to first to Gorham, and it gets by Gorham, and that'll score another run on the error. A big error made by Ray Ortiz, a guy who you would normally makes that throw. And it's now a 3-1 advantage for the Pilots. They'll bring up Jake Given to the dish. (3-1) lead for the Pilots. First pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. And now Daly is starting to lose control. Like I said previously, he's starting to lose command and control of this game. As you see the defensive inabilities behind him. And now with a count of 2-0.
Only second for the Pilots. Kyle Wood over there on second.
As Dukes takes a look over the sign. 2-0 pitch. This is for low for ball 3. Now the count goes to 3-0 with Ethan Hurwitz on deck. And still like no real action in the bullpen. You know, imagine Bruno Sergel might come in this inning. Or at some point in the game. That one misses for ball 4. So it'll be a 4-pitch walk. Bring up Ethan Hurwitz to the dish. Runners on first and second. 2 men gone in the inning. Geneva needed 1 more out to get out of this pickle they found themselves in. Geneva comes away with a victory. They'll be tied for 4th place in the division with the Auburn Doubledays. That pitch swung on and hit towards third base foul. Auburn coming away with a victory today gives them to be 2 games over 500. Geneva looking to join them to try to keep pace with the playoff chase as we near the second half of the month of July. Comes the 0-1 offering from Daly. Swung on and hit towards center field. That'll drop for a base hit. Rounding third. He waved on home as Kyle Wood. And that'll extend the lead even further. It's now 4-1 Pilots.
Up next, we go to the top of the order from Mount Sinai, New York. It's the second baseman. Put your hands together for number 8, T.J. Warner.
And now the RBI single by Ethan Hurwitz will bring us back to the top of the order with T.J. Warner, who's 1 for 2 today with a double. Came around and scored back in the first. And now one of our pitchers of Geneva is going to talk to Orion Daly to figure out what's gone into him, because you seem to start to find himself a rhythm up there at the plate. But as of late, it's been completely different. Nonetheless, and
just so you know, last call for alcohol is the bottom of the 5th. Last call for alcohol is the bottom of the 5th. We also ask you to please drink responsibly. Thank you.
And the mound visit has been disrupted by the home plate umpire. Now we're set here. For the top of the order, it'll be T.J. Warner with runners on first and second. It's Jake Given at second, Ethan Hurwitz at first. First offering. Up high, misses for a ball, 1-0, and struggling to find the zone still is Daly. Werner is 1 for 2 in the game with a double and came out and scored back in the first and struck out looking back in the third. 1-0 offering. At the knees for a strike. Even the count of 1 ball, 1 strike. And what was looking like to be a close game at one point. Now the Pilots have a 3-burger this inning. In the home half of the 4th. Here comes a 1-1 offering. In there for a strike, and now he's about ready to strike out, trying to strike out Werner for the 2nd time tonight. It'll be his 7th punch out of the ball game. Daly gets a sign from Dukes. Takes a look over at second. Kicks and deals. Misses down low for a ball. Leaves the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Twos across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. 3 runs already home this inning for the Pilots. Here comes the 2-2 offering from Daly. Gets a sign, kicks and deals. Cut out and miss, strike 3. A much-needed punch out there by Orion Daly. Got him swinging. And 4 innings have come and gone here in Newark. But the damage has been done. Newark scores 3 in this inning, and they take the lead 4-1. Geneva trails 4-1 to go back to the top of the 5th in just a moment. You're watching Red Wings Baseball here on YouTube. I'm Gage Kilborn, your voice of the Geneva Red Wings. Back here in the top of the 5th here in Newark, New York, Colburn Park. First pitch, this is outside for a ball, 1-0 to Brandon Shelby to kick things off. Logan Riley still in the mound for the Pilots with a 3-run cushion, looking to keep it like that for a while. Next pitch he misses as well, moves down to 2-0. Comes a 2-0 offering from Riley. Swung on and hit towards the foul territory. Out of play. Evans puts the count back at 2-1. Like I said previously, anybody have any song suggestions for me to play in future games in between innings? Let me know in the comments section and the live chat section. Much appreciated. I'll take that into consideration. I think the 23 people that are currently watching this broadcast. And that one looks like it hits the foot of a Jelpy, so he'll get a free pass to first.
Up next will be the shortstop, number 19, Ray Ortiz.
They'll bring up Ray Ortiz, a shortstop, to the dish, who made a costly error back in the bottom of the 4th. So he'll like to try to help his team out a little bit this inning. Ortiz is 0 for 1 with a punch out here today, back in the 2nd. First pitch swinging towards the chopper towards 3rd. Bare hands it, makes it over to Fabian, and it goes by Fabian into the foul territory. And rounding 3rd, being waved on home is Jelpy. And here's a runner home. He slides, and he's thrown out at home. And there was a bad call by head coach Dan Munn there, and because of it, there'll be a runner on 2nd with 1 man gone in the inning.
Up 7, Andrew McDermott.
And up to the dish is Andrew McDermott. Last at bat, he drew a walk, came around and scored the lone run of the game for the Red Wings. Ray Ortiz over at second.
Andrew McDermott after the out there. Matt Fabian gunned out Brandon Jelby at the plate for the first out of the inning here in the top of the fifth. There was an E5 there for Michael Doyle at third, which allowed Ray Ortiz to reach base safely. Ortiz advanced to second. However, Jelby tried to get greedy and head towards home. He was thrown out, gunned out by Fabian.
The first offering to McDermott, cut and miss for a strike, 0-1. Got him fooling that time. Last at bat, he had a 4-pitch walk, came around and scored back in the third. The lone run of the game for the Red Wings up to this point. Looking to have an RBI total to his total. 0-1 offering from Riley, kicks and deals. In there for a called strike, 0-2, and the home plate umpire has been all over the place in the zone on not just this game, for both games of this doubleheader. Comes the 0-2 offering. Hit on the ground towards first, foul. So we'll do it again, 0-2. McDermott loves to scrape the first baseline, it seems like, as he was a few inches to the right of the foul pole at in Dietrich Park a couple days ago to get his first home run of the year. Comes the 0-2 home. Upstairs for a ball, which will count to 1-2. With Ortiz at second, 1 minute gone in the inning. 1-2 count to McDermott. Riley kicks and deals. Cut out and miss, strike 3. And McDermott, a little bit of frustration after that swing. Looks like he's talking to the umpire about something, or he's a bit frustrated. Or that'll be that. Nonetheless, that is the second out of the inning, and that'll bring up Cole Kump to the dish.
One for one tonight, singled in the third inning, and was caught stealing 2-1. On that wild pitch.
Here comes the first offering to Kump. Throws in the dirt. He gets by Given. Advancing to third, it'll be Ray Ortiz. 2 men gone in the inning. Top of the fifth. Cole Kump last at bat. He's 1 for 1. That pitch line out towards center field. That'll drop for a base hit, and Geneva will get 1 run back. And they'll make it a 4-2 game. I'll bring Eli Harpeline to the dish for the Red Wings. The runner on first. 1 run in this inning. They'll cut this lead in half. Now 4-2. First pitch misses for a ball, 1-0.
Scores 2-4 here. Red Wings looking to claw their way back after trailing 1-4.
1-0 offering from Riley. Gets a sign, and runner goes. And he's in safely. Over at second will be Cole Kump off of the stolen base. Get some action out of this at bat. So 2-0 count. Comes a 2-0 offering from Logan Riley. Kicks and deals. Cut out and miss for a strike. Was a count of 2-1.
Looks like there is someone up there stretching for the Pilots in the bullpen. That appears to be Bryce Dobby.
And over in the Geneva bullpen, looks like it's some fun being had, but Bruno Sergel looked like it thought he had a throwing motion for a second. Probably just getting loose a little bit over there in the bullpen. 2-1 offering. Cut out and miss for a strike. It was a count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he tried catching up to a fastball there, but couldn't keep up with it. Count goes even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Twos literally across the board for number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 5th, 1 run in. 2-2 home. Outside was a count full, 3-2. With Shane Dukes on the deck, the top of the order. He is 0 for 2 as he grounded a double play out in the 3rd to end the inning. Riley's payoff pitch home. He delivers, kicks and deals, cut out and miss, strike 3, and he falls down while he throws it with so much power, and that ends the inning. With that being said and done, we played 4.5 innings of baseball. It is the Pilots 4, the Red Wings 2. You're watching Red Wings baseball here on YouTube. Stick around.
I've been throw up the sex in and I can put you in. I can put you in. I've been throw up the sex in and I can put you in. I can put you in. I can see the whole city from this balcony. Back in 2019, I was outside freely, but now they got it out for me. I don't care what frat you was in, you can't out for me. Keep dreaming. Pineapple juice, I give a sweet. I know what they like, so I just keep cheesing. Hard drive full of heat seeking. Tryna come the same day as Jack, rethinking. You don't need Givenchy, you need Jesus. Why do y'all sleep on me? I need reasons. I got plex in the mail peak season. Shout out to my UPS workers, making sure I receive it. You could do it too, believe it. I've been throw up the sex in and I can put you in. I can put you in.
Are you ready?
Yes, I am. They say you a superstar, now damn, I guess I am. You might be the man, well that's unless I am. Okay, I'll confess I am. Go ahead and get undressed, I am. Okay, cool, you on Sunset?
I am.
I'm about to slide, okay, I'm outside, okay. This lifestyle don't got many downsides, except for the lack of time I get round my family, making sure they never downsize. I got visions of my mom saying, wait, this house mine. Can't lie, I'm on Angus Cloud 9. I got him on the bandwagon now, about time. I ain't even got no downtime.
Get back here in the bottom of the 5th, 4-2 lead for the Pilots in Game 2 of the doubleheader. Game 1 won by the Red Wings, 8-1. We got a new pitcher on the mound for the Red Wings, taking over in relief of Daly. It is Angelo Bardzikas out of the newly named school, Iona University. It used to be called Iona College until just a couple days ago when they got university status. First offering at the knees for a strike, going 1 for Bardzikas, one of our top relievers out of the bullpen. Comes the 0-1 offer for Bartzikas. Swung on and foul ball out of play. Moves the count to 0-2. It'll be Menser, Doyle, and Fabian to kick things off here in the home half of the 5th. Since the doubleheaders will be playing 7 innings of baseball. You guys that are not familiar. Comes the 0-2 offering to Menser. Swung on, hit on the ground towards second. Makes a throw to Gorham, and there's a first out. 4-3 out to kick things off in the home half of the 5th. They'll bring Michael Doyle to the dish, the third baseman. The NJIT students 0 for 2 in the game today. First off from Bartzikas gets a sign from Dukes. And he steps off and he wants to talk to Dukes about this a little bit. Yeah, Iona and Gale. Iona struggled this season in the MAC conference. One of the lower tier teams of that conference this season. Down there with St. Peter's in the standings. But one of their bright spots, silver linings, has to be Angelo Bartzikas.
Thank you.
Comes the first pitch. Inside part of the plate for a ball, 1-0. Just misses. It seemed like earlier on in the first batter, it was a pretty good at bat for Bartzikas. Got the first guy out, something you would really like to see. Nonetheless, 1-0 offering from Bartzikas. Misses, and the count goes to 2-0. Bartzikas sets in on the mound. Gets a sign from Dukes. Kicks and deals. And pitches swung up and popped up out of play. It was counted 2-1. It's 2-1 offer for Bartzikas. Misses for a ball, but it's kind of 3-1 with Matt Fabian on deck. 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the first. Just a 3-1 pitch. Outside, ball 4, so it'll be a 1-out base runner in the home half of the 5th. They're bringing up Matt Fabian, the Canadian native, kicks in for the Pilots. 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the first, and he flew out to right in the fourth. Excuse me. First pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. Struggling to find the zone now is Bartzikas, something that we rarely see out of him. You guys watch him play throughout the season. Usually one of the more confident pitchers out of the pen for the Red Wings. Looked like he had another cruise control outing when he got the first guy out, when he got Menzler out with a 4-3 ground out. Next pitch catches the outside part of the plate for a strike, evens the count of 1 ball, 1 strike. Comes a 1-1 offering. Bartzikas sets in and gets his sign. Kicks and deals. 1-1. Cut out and miss for a strike, and now going to throw to second, and they got him for the throw out, and he was caught stealing. So a big bang play by the Red Wings. And there are 2 gone in the inning over the caught stealing attempt. And now that throw was called for a strike. And because of it, Bartzik is just 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning. So it looked like he was struggling on the mound, but now just got things going his way. And is 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning with giving up a crooked number on the scorecard. It was a 1-2 offer for Bartzikas. Gets a sign from Dukes. He agrees with him. Sets and deals. Hits on the ground towards second. This should be the inning. And he makes a throw to Gorham, and that's the 5th inning comes to a close. 5 innings have come and gone here at Colburn Park. It is the Pilots 4, the Red Wings 2. You're watching Red Wings Baseball here on YouTube. Stick around. We'll be right back in just a moment.
This town ain't big, this town ain't small. It's a little of both, they say. Our ball club may be minor league, but at least it's AAA. We sit below the Marlboro Man, above the right field wall. We do the wave all by ourselves. Hey, a blind man could have made that call. We like our beer flat as can be. We like our dogs with mustard and relish. We got a great pitcher, what's his name? Well, we can't even spell it. We don't worry about the pennies much. We just like to see the boys hit it deep. There's nothing like the view from the cheap seats. Call it a win, go off to toast the boys again. That local band is back in town. They got a kind of minor league sound. They're not that bad.
Only back here in the top of the 6th will be Shane Dukes, the catcher, to kick things off here for the Red Wings in the top of the 6th. With a new pitcher, it's Angelo Deere, excuse me. First pitch, cut and miss for a strike, going 1. Newark just 6 outs away from moving on to 13-20 on the season. Geneva trying to stay above 500 with another victory here today. Been flirting around the 500 mark pretty much all season long. Next pitch makes the count even at 1 ball, 1 strike. It'll be Dukes, Fleischer, and Harrison Treble, the top of the order. Kick things off here in the top of the 6th for the Red Wings. Next pitch misses, moves the count to 2-1.
Popped out to the catcher in the first and grounded into a 5-4-2 double play in the third.
2-1 misses, moves the count to 3-1. 0 for 2 in the ball game is Duke, something you rarely see out of him. Nonetheless, 3-1 offering to Dukes. Upstairs, ball 4, so it'll be a leadoff base runner to kick things off on the top of the 6th for the Red Wings. Now Ozzie Fleischer, the Tufts Jumbo, comes into the dish.
Now batting the second baseman, number 5, Ozzie Fleischer. Ozzie Fleischer will step in. Grounded out 4-3 in the first inning and flew out to shallow right center field in the 4th. First pitch to him, misses for a ball.
First pitch misses, ball 1-0 is the count to Fleischer, who is 0 for 2 in the ballgame. grounded out to second back in the first, and he lined out to second in the fourth. Next pitch, hit on the ground to short. Third baseman makes a throw to first, and he's in safely as he beats the throw. There'll be an infield single. Runners on first and second now for the Red Wings and nobody out. And now the go-ahead runs at the plate for the Red Wings and Harrison Treble. Center fielder for the Red Wings. 0 for 2 in the ball game is Harrison Treble, looking to make a big difference out of that with one swinger of the bat right here. First pitch misses outside for a ball, 1-0. There's a 1-0 offering from Deer. Cut on and miss for a strike, and now the count goes even at 1 ball, 1 strike. That's just the 4th hit of the ball game for the Red Wings. Next pitch misses outside for a ball, moves the count to 2-1. Deer takes a look over at second. Kicks and deals. He swung on and hit towards the gap at right field. Going back on his track here, the wall. And he'll be head off the wall. They'll bring home 1. No, they'll bring home 2 for the tie. And heading home, here's a payoff throw home, and he'll be in time. And he's safe. And a 2 RBI double by Harrison Treble. We're all knotted up at 4 apiece. It's a new ball game, folks. The Red Wings are not giving up just yet. And now Mike Gorham comes up to the dish with an RBI opportunity to get the go-ahead run of the game. Geneva is yet to lead this game 2. And now the head coach for the Pilots going to go out and discuss matters here. After a huge hit right there, ties the game at 4. We'll get that up to date for you just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. One point seemed like Geneva was out of it, but you can't count the Red Wings out of this one. They still wanted to fight for a playoff spot. Now Mike Gorham up to the dish. In his first 2 plate appearances, he drew up walks. Left stranded at first base both times. First pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. With Harrison Treble at second, nobody out yet this inning. Angelo Deers 1-0 pitch, throws down low, moves the count to 2-0. Anytime that the Pilots seem to have gotten ahead of the game and been taking control, the Red Wings have an answer. 2-0 offering. In there at the knees for a strike, was a count of 2-1. Two-one pitch. Misses, moves a count to 3-1 with Cole Fleming on deck. Cole Fleming's 0 for 1 in the ball game today. Deer gets the sign. Kicks and deals. 3-1 misses for ball 4. Be runners on first and second.
Up next, the extra hit number 14, Cole Fleming.
Cole Fleming, extra number 14, pitch hit for Nick Sers in the 4th inning. Struck out swinging men. So step in for second inning of the game.
say we may have Liberty Cup.
We got a lead and now we ball. I don't know why.
It ain't over yet.
And out comes to Fleming. 0 for 1, struck out back in the fourth. Pinch hit after pinch hitting for Nick Sears. First pitch in there for a called strike, 0-1. 0-1 pitch, swung on and hit foul towards the third base. Fleming go down to 0-2. Remember, this is a 7-inning game, not 9 innings. So this is going to be one of the last attempts at it before we head into extras. Comes the 0-2 offering, kicks and deals. Cut out and miss, strike 3. And a big punch out there because the first out of the inning for Angelo Deere. I'll bring up Brandon Jelpy to the dish. Jelpy is 1 for 1 with a base hit back in the fifth and was trying to come around and score, but he was caught extending an error made by the shortstop into another run scoring, but came up unsuccessful back in the fifth. And he drew a walk in the second. Still not up at 4 apiece. After that 2 RBI double by Harrison Treble. First pitch in there for a called strike, going 1. Oh, 1 caught and missed for a strike. Was a count of 0-2. The Red Wings do come away victorious tonight. They will tie the Double A's for 4th place in the PGCBL West. And both runners go, trying to go over third, and he get in there safely on the double steal by the Red Wings. And it is a strikeout as well. So runners are in second and third with 2 men gone in the inning, bringing up an interesting spot for Ray Ortiz, who reached on an error and came around and scored back in the fifth. He scored in the second run of the game for the Red Wings.
Struck out swinging in the second and reached on E5 in the fifth.
First pitch throws in the dirt for a ball, 1-0. Deere gets a sign from Given. Is just 1 out away from getting out without getting up any more damage on the scoreboard. Next pitch misses 2-0 was a count. Comes a 2-0 pitch from Deere. Gets a sign from Given. Kicks and deals. Throws in the dirt. Now the count goes 3-0. With McDermott on base. They do the open base over at first if they don't mind losing him there. And if they'll throw to McDermott. McDermott is more of an out probability, is pretty high. Only has like 4 or 5 hits so far this season. Next pitch at the knees for a strike, 3-1. McDermott 0 for 1 of the game today. He scored the first run of the game for the Red Wings back in the third after having a walk. And struck out swinging in the fifth. 3-1 pitch. Outside ball 4. The base is loaded with 2 men gone in the inning. And they'll bring up Andrew McDermott to the dish. In a very big spot here. Usually a strikeout hitter, or he draws a walk most of the time when he comes to the plate. First pitch to McDermott. Outside for a ball, 1-0. It was a 1-0 offering. Outside part of their golf for a strike, even the count of 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 1-1 pitch. Misses in the dirt, moves the count to 2-1. Trying anything possible to bring that runner, that leadoff, that possible go-ahead run in from third. That's Harrison trouble. Next pitch, line down the right field line, base hit! And it scores 1 run, and the carousel continues. And the Red Wings take the first lead of the game, 5-4, in the top of the 6th.
Up next, the third baseman, number 30, Cole Cummins.
Off of the little man that could from Quinnipiac. It's now Cole Kumpf up to the dish. Had a base hit back in the third, reach on an error to third base, and had an RBI single in the first, so he's 2 for 2 in the 5th. He's 2 for 2 in the game. A 5-4 lead for the Red Wings. Scored 3 in this inning to give them the cushion. First time the Red Wings have led all game long. First pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. Next pitch in there for a strike, even the count of 1 ball, 1 strike. Two men gone in the inning. Bases are loaded. Score him at third. Next pitch, line foul towards third baseline. Ortiz at second and McDermott at first. Comes a 1-2 pitch. Kicks and deals. Misses. Moves the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And a big at-bat here. Deer needing the out and in the worst of ways. Geneva looking to add a little more insurance runs to give Bartika some time and breathing room up there in the mound. And a game that's been pretty neck and neck. Game 1 was pretty clear, decisive. Game 2 is a little more battle between both teams. 2-2 pitch. Swung on towards the third base side. They'll drop for a base hit. And they're bringing down 2 runs in that one. And coming in to score, it is Jelpy. And it should be a 2 RBI single. And they'll bring it now to 7-4. 5 runs scored this inning for the Red Wings. And that'll bring up Eli Harpelini to the dish.
Up next, the designated hitter, number 2, Eli Harpelini.
And that'll be all for Angelo Deer tonight. Coming out of the bullpen, struggling. And now they're going to have a mound visit. He'll be right back in just a moment to get this all sorted away here for you guys. You're watching Red Wings Baseball here on YouTube. Stick around.
Little boy in a baseball hat stands in the field with his ball and bat. Says, I am the greatest player of them all. Puts his bat on his shoulder and he tosses up his ball. And the ball goes up and the ball comes down. Swings his bat all the way around. The world's so still you can hear the sound. The baseball falls to the ground. Now the little boy doesn't say a word, picks up his ball, he is undeterred. Says, I am the greatest there has ever been. And he grits his teeth and he tries it again. And the ball goes up and the ball comes down, swings his bat all the way around. The world's so still you can hear the sound. The baseball falls to the ground. He makes no excuses, he shows no fear. He just closes his eyes and listens to the cheers. Little boy, he adjusts his hat, picks up his ball, stares at his bat, says, I am the greatest, the game is on the line, and he gives his all one last time. And the ball goes up like the moon so bright, swings his bat with all his might, and the world's as still can be, and the baseball falls. And that's strike three. Now it's supper time, and his mama calls. Little boy starts home with his bat and ball, says, I am the greatest.
Looking back here in the top of the sixth, excuse me. I'll change that in just a moment. Still looking for the last out here in the top of the sixth for the Pilots. It is now Drake Sizemore coming in relief. First pitch misses for a ball. 1-0 to Eli Harpolini. 1-0 offering upstairs with the count of 2-0. The 10th batter this inning faced for the Red Wings. Before we go back before we bat around, back to Shane Dukes. Comes a 2-0 offering. Kicks and deals. Check swing, and they say he did go around. Was counted 2-1. I thought he held up in time, but nonetheless. Count goes to 2-1. With McDermott at second, Kumpf at first. 5 runs come across this inning. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Misses below the knees with a count of 3-1. With Dukes over there on the on-deck circle, the catcher. With the catcher's gear on the knees. Anticipating to extend this game a little bit further. There's a 3-1 offering. Sizemore, his pitch. Upstairs for ball 4, and that'll be below the bases once more. So go back to the top of the order. We now batted around here in Newark, and that'll bring us to Shane Dukes, who in his last plate appearance earlier this inning, he drew a walk, he came around and scored off of. He was one of the 2 runs off of the 2 RBI double by Harrison Treble. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. One off from Sizemore, kicks and deals. Inside was counted 1-1. So 1-1 pitch. Misses outside, was counted 2-1. So 2-1 offering from Sizemore. Gets a sign, kicks and deals. Swung on towards right field. Right fielder making a chase, and it goes out for a fair ball. And actually goes foul, excuse me. And we'll do it again. Just count even.
Let's make some noise for your pitcher out there.
2 balls and 2 strikes. And Sizemore just 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. The runners on second and third is what Deere's responsible for. They do come across the plate to score. You know, the first base guy on first base, Harpolini, will be because of Sizemore. Nonetheless, 2-2 pitch, kicks and deals. Swung on and foul. Just stay alive. He'll do it once more. 2-2. 7 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. Geneva line scored so far. Well, 4 runs, 7 hits, and 2 errors for the Newark Pilots line score through 5+ innings of work. Two-two pitch from Sizemore. Upstairs, the ball moves to count full 3-2 with Ozzie Fleischer on deck with a base hit back earlier this inning. Comes a full count pitch from Sizemore. Misses outside, ball 4, and that'll walk in to run. And that'll make it 8-4 Geneva. As McDermott comes across to score the second run for him he scored today.
Still 2 outs here, bases loaded.
And they'll bring up Ozzie Fleischer to the dish. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Bit of a hush over the crowd here at Newark Park. Sure seen some early offense in this game. Next pitch begins by given, and in to score is Eli Harpolin, is Cole Kumpf, and that'll extend the lead even further. It's now 9-4. 7-run inning for the Geneva Red Wings. With runners on second and third off of the wild pitch by Sizemore. Next pitch chopped towards third. This should end the inning. And the throws, and ending will come to an end as 12 batters come to the plate for the Red Wings. 7 of them score. And Geneva takes the lead for the first time tonight. They lead 9-4. We go to the home half of the 6th in just a moment. You're watching Red Wings Baseball here on YouTube.
It's still the same. Man, he loves this game. He says, load up the bases, fire up the crowd. Let's clear out the dugout. We're gonna get real loud. Just throw me a fastball, smoke from the mound. We're gonna end this thing in just one swing. I'm gonna knock one down. Give me the sound of the big bat swinging. Give me a ring on my hand. Give me a game underneath the lights. Give me the roar of the fans. Give me the sound of the big bat swinging. Best of the best in the land. Give me a game underneath the lights. Give me the roar of the fans. Give me the sound of the big bat swinging. Give me a ring on my hand. Give me a game underneath the lights. Give me the roar of the fans. Give me the sound of the big bat swinging. Best of the best in the land. Just throw me a fastball, smoke from the mound. We're gonna end this thing in just one swing. I'm gonna knock one down. I'm gonna knock one
We're back here in the bottom of the 6th, we saw on the schedule here. Next game we will be tomorrow at Auburn. I'll let you know through email or through chat on the YouTube page. You're able to go ahead and broadcast that. I'm doing the best of my abilities with the double days tomorrow. See how that goes, as it'll be Ty Morgan to kick things off. His last at bat back in the fourth, he had a double, came around and scored. Still Bartzikas on the mound after getting the first three guys 1, 2, 3 for the most part. First pitch misses inside for a ball, 1-0. It'll be Morgan, Duffy, and Gordon to kick things off in the home half of the sixth for the Pilots, hoping to try to answer to what the Red Wings did in the top of this inning. 1-0 from Bartzikas. Misses inside, was a count of 2-0. Throwing a lot of pitches inside so far. First two pitches inside. Something we're not accustomed to seeing out of Bartzikas. Something to keep in mind as this game progresses. In the second inning of work, of relief. It's 2-0 from Bartzikas. Swung on and foul back. Was a count of 2-1. Two one from Bartzikas. Inside, almost hits Morgan. The count goes to 3-1. Bartzikas throwing a lot of inside pitches to Morgan, it looks like, trying to keep him honest up there at the plate. 3-1 from Bartzikas. At the knees, in there for a strike, moves the count in full of 3-2. First bat here that Morgan gets to see Bartzikas. Big at bat here for Bartzikas to get the first guy out here in the home half of the sixth. It's popped up, and Dukes takes a look at it. He has a read up near the foul territory, and he misses it. A mishandle by Shane Dukes. It'll be an E2 on that one. And that'll be a drop by Shane Dukes. E2 is the scorecard right on that one. That'll be the second error of the game for the Red Wings. Full count pitch, misses for ball 4, and that error is going to probably come back to haunt him. And they'll bring up Alex Duffy to the dish for the Pilots. First off from Bartzikas. Cut and miss for a strike. 0-1. Last at bat for Duffy. He had a base hit. He's 2 for 2 in the ball game with 2 singles. Came around and scored his last time up back in the fourth. One of the 3 runs that came across scored that inning for the Pilots to give them the 4-1 advantage at that point. Next pitch, cut and miss. Another fastball up high. Must have counted 0-2. A little bit of anger being thrown by Bartzikas by the looks of it, but at the plate. On the mound, excuse me. Comes the 0-2 pitch. Chopped foul. Out of play. Maybe let's do it again, 0-2. Starting to turn to a quiet evening here at Colburn Park. Top of the ninth in Amsterdam, 6-3. The Mohawks lead, trying to extend their win streak to 13 straight games. Meanwhile, Batavia took down Jamestown in 7 innings, 16-4. And Socrates beat Glens Falls in 7, 10-0. 1-2 strike, 1 ball, 2 strikes here in this game. Bardzikas gets signed from Dukes. Swung on, check, swing, foul, out of play. We'll do it again. 1-more, 1-2. Oneonta with a 7-2 lead over Albany in Game 2 of their doubleheader. Game 1 was won by the Dutchmen 7-3. And the Double Days defeated the Niagara Power 4-3. So if Geneva is able to come away victorious here again, they'll be tied with the Double Days. And that'll be a big game tomorrow for a fight for the playoff spot tomorrow between the Double Days and the Red Wings at Falcon Park. 1-2 pitch. Misses. Was a count even 2-2. Big battle brewing here. Trying to get the first guy out. 7 pitches at bat, about to commence. Making Bardzikas work hard up on the mound, something that we rarely see out of him if you're a Red Wings fan and watch him play consistently. 2-2 pitch, throws in the dirt. And there'll be runners on first and second with nobody out. Now Kyle Gordon comes to the dish. And it's starting to get a little bit scary out there. Something that the Red Wings are not used to seeing out of our star reliever, Bardzikas, not having a night that we usually see. Where the first base runners get on board. He looked a bit shaky back in the 5th, although he did have the 1-2-3 inning. It wasn't, well, it was confidence, but trying to keep his team ahead right now is the main thing. Kyle Gordon for the dish. He's 1 for 1 tonight with a base hit back in the 2nd. He had a sacrifice fly in the 4th.
All the way back in the 2nd inning. Step in. Runners on first and second. No out.
First offering. Throws in the dirt. A lot of throws in the dirt from Bardzikas. Count goes to 1-0. The stamina of these pitching staff for the Red Wings must be becoming a factor. Be relied on a little more heavily than they're usually relied on. 1-0 pitch from Bardzikas. Cut out and miss for a strike. Evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Bardzikas gets a sign from Dukes. Kicks and deals. At the knees for a strike. And that moves the count. That puts Bart ahead 0-1-2. Geneva with a 9-4 advantage in the bottom of the 6th. Game 1 of this doubleheader was won by the Red Wings as well, 8-1. One-two pitch home, swung on and foul as Gordon got a piece of that to keep it alive. 1-2.
Bardzikas has thrown quite a few pitches thus far this inning.
Comes a 1-2 offering from Bardzikas. Gets signed from Dukes. Kicks and deals. Cut out and miss, strike 3. A big first out from Bardzikas.
Up next from Newark, New York, the extra hitter, number 1, Kyle Wood.
Now bring up Kyle Wood to the dish. 0 for 2 today as he reached on an error back in the 4th. Came out and scored last time up. And he struck out swinging in the 2nd. Bardzikas gets a sign from Dukes with it going up against a Newark native. First offering. Kicks and deals. Throws below the knees for a ball, 1-0. Geneva's just 5 outs away from getting the doubleheader sweep after being swept in the doubleheader yesterday against the Muck Dogs. 1-0 pitch. Swung on the ground towards third. That would go foul. Just foul. Love the third. Just to the left of the third baseline. Count goes even at 1 ball, 1 strike.
Not sure on that one. We'll run it back. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 2 number 1, Kyle Wood. One's across the top of the scoreboard. Confused, very confused on that call. As that ball clearly passed the right side of the bat going down the line.
Bit of anger in the Newark crowd, and Bartzikas might have gotten away with one there. That was called a fair ball. There might have been extra base and brought home at least 1 run.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out there. We'll do it again.
Bartzikas is a 1-1 offering. Kicks and deals. In there for a called strike, and then moves a count of 1 and 2.
This umpire, not a fan favorite here tonight. Because I think he might have checked his watch and realized what time it was.
So 1-2 offering from Bartzikas. Caught and missed, strike 3. Back-to-back punch outs for Bartzikas. And he's 1 out away from getting out of the pickle. And that'll bring up Jake Given, the catcher, to the dish. He's 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout back in the second and a walked in the fourth. Was left stranded at second base his last time up. UMass Amherst Minutemen kicks in. D1 University out of the Atlantic 10 Conference. Big hockey school out there. First pitch swinging and hit towards right field. That'll drop for a base hit. And that'll bring home 1 run. And that'll cut the lead a little bit closer. It's now 9-5 Geneva.
Only imagine what would have happened had that
Rochester, New York,
Kyle Wood
28, Ethan Hurwitz.
Now Ethan Hurwitz comes to the dish. He is 1 for 2 with an RBI single back in the fourth. The runners on the corners and 2 men gone in the inning. Bartzikas 1 out away from getting out of this one. First offering. Below the knees for a ball, 1-0. 9-5 is the score of this ball game. Next pitch is inside for a ball. Was a count of 2-0. Trying to come from behind the Pilots. First time we play behind this game. That one has popped up to third base territory. Chop right over there. To make the grabs, third baseman. And that'll end the inning. So they cut the lead a little bit closer. It's now 9-5 Geneva. We'll be right back just a moment for the last inning here in this the game 2 of the doubleheader. You're watching Red Wings Baseball here on YouTube. Your voice of the Red Wings, Gage Kilborn, stepping aside for a quick break in just a moment.
This town ain't big, this town ain't small. It's a little of both, they say. Our ball club may be minor league, but at least it's Triple-A. We sit below the Marlboro Man, above the right field wall. We do the wave all by ourselves. Hey, a blind man could have made that call. We like our beer flat as can be. We like our dogs with mustard and relish. We got a great pitcher, what's his name? Well, we can't even spell it. We don't worry about the pen as much. We just like to see the boys hit it deep. There's nothing like the view from the cheap seats. The game was close, we'll call it a win. Go off to toast the boys again. That local band is back in town. They got a kind of minor league sound. They're not that bad, they're not that good, but all in all it's understood. We wanna dance, they wanna play. We wouldn't have it any other way. We like our beer flat as can be. We like our dogs with mustard and relish. We got a great pitcher, what's his name? Well, we can't even spell it.
We're back here in the last inning of the second game of the doubleheader. 9-5, Geneva with a lead, and we got Charlie Furlong pinch hitting for Harrison Trouble. In the third spot of the lineup, probably me, the center fielder. First pitch misses outside for a ball, 1-0. Offering to Furlong. Check swing, but he does not go around. The count goes to 2-0. Furlong in his first at bat here. Trouble is done after going 1 for 3 with a 2 RBI double. Last at bat. Next pitch on a miss for a strike. Must count at 2-1. Starting to become a quiet day at the ballpark. Looks like a lot of quiet fans out there in attendance. Kind of seeing how this game is starting to turn about. Nonetheless, 2-1 offering. Bounces into the dirt, and that'll move the count to 3-1. Geneva possibly trying to add some more insurance runs just to be on the safe side of things. Red Wings batter around the order last time up. Back in the 6th inning to get 7 runs across the plate to give them the lead, 9-5. 3-1 pitch, hitting the ground towards first. Fabian picks it up, and he'll get the first out here to start off the top of the 7th.
Up next, the first baseman, number 23, Mike Gorham.
With 1 going in the inning, brings up Mike Gorham to the dish. It'll be Furlong, Gorham, and Fleming to kick things off in the top of the 7th for the Red Wings. Before they make their trip out to Auburn tomorrow. The 45-minute trip east in Auburn, New York. Former minor league affiliate of the Washington Nationals until 2019. First offering. Outside for a ball, 1-0.
Pilots will be back home tomorrow and Sunday. Tomorrow they host the Watertown Rapids. Start time 7:05, and on Sunday, 5:05 p.m. they host the Elmira Pioneers.
So 1-0 offering. Kicks and deals. Outside for a ball, was counted 2-0. On the Red Wings broadcasting schedule, we will be trying to broadcast tomorrow's game. We'll let you know in the YouTube chat how that's going to turn out. And they have a home game against Niagara. We'll be broadcasting that game. Next pitch in their first strike was counted 2-1. Then they have the day off on Monday, and on Tuesday they'll be away in Niagara, but due to the lack of internet, I'll not be attending that game. Making that trip out of Niagara this time around. So you guys can watch that game in the Niagara broadcast booth. Missed pitch, missed from the count of 3-1. The next game will be here in Newark next Wednesday. We'll have that game covered for you as well. That pitch misses. Will be in there for a called strike. Moves the count back to full 3-2. Prior to our doubleheader against the Watertown Rapids next Thursday. The next Friday was supposed to be a doubleheader against the Glens Falls Dragons, but it looks like it's not going to happen. Let you know what's going on. Next pitch over towards the first base pitcher's head. It'll be an infield single. On the official ruling.
We will score that a single as the runner would have beat the throw out anyways.
Up next, the first baseman, number 23.
This will be a runner on first. with one man out, and they'll bring up Cole Fleming to the dish. With one man gone in the inning.
After pitch hitting for Surse in the fifth, he struck out swinging and bolt before in six. Pitch hit for Surse in the fourth inning.
0 for 2 tonight. It is Cole Fleming 0 for 2 with 2 punch outs. Looking to make a reversal here. First pitch hit on the ground towards third, foul. Comes the 1 offering from Sizemore. Kicks and deals. Swings and pops one up into shallow center. Center fielder comes in and makes a grab to record the second out of the inning. And they'll bring up Brandon Jelpe, number 4. The right fielder for the Red Wings. Possibly represent the last out of this game for the Red Wings in the top of the 7th. Unless Geneva gives up 4 runs and we go into extras. First pitch upstairs for a ball, 1-0. Offering. Misses outside, was counted 2-0. Jelpe. He is 1 for 2 tonight with a base hit back in the 5th, and he struck out swinging in the 6th. And he walked in the 2nd. 2-0 pitch. Throws in the dirt, moves it down to 3-0. Ray Ortiz on deck. He would be next. He drew a walk back in the 6th and came around to score. He scored twice today. He also scored in the 5th off of after reaching on the error made by the shortstop. 3-0 pitch. Throws in the dirt, ball 4. It'll be a 2-out base runner.
Up next, the shortstop, number 19, Ray Ortiz.
Our runners are on first and second. I'll bring up Ray Ortiz to the dish.
Bottom of the 7th and final inning of Game 2 of this doubleheader tonight. We've been going since 5 p.m. A little bit over 5 hours have elapsed since we started Game 1.
Comes the first offering to Ortiz upstairs for a ball, 1-0. From Sizemore. It runs in and it hits Ortiz. The bases are now loaded with 2 men gone in the inning.
Up next, the left fielder, number 7, Andrew McDermott.
They'll bring up Andrew McDermott to the dish. The recent transfer to Queens University of Charlotte. From Quinnipiac University. 1 for 2 in the ballgame with a walk and an RBI single in the 6th. And he struck out in the 5th. And he also came around and scored 2 runs in the game as well. First offering is popped up, and this should end the inning. Third baseman over there making a play on it, and he will to end the inning. Comes to a cease. No runs come across score for the Red Wings after 6.5 innings of the books. The Red Wings are 3 outs away from completing the doubleheader sweep. I'm Gage Kilborn, your voice of the Red Wings. Be right back in just a moment here on YouTube.
where it began. I can't begin to knowing, but then I know it's growing strong. Wasn't the spring, and spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along? Hand, touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe there never was, but now I look at the night and it don't seem so lonely. We fill it up with only two.
We'll be back here, the home half of the 7th at Colburn Park. Geneva 3 outs away from getting the victory, and they're going to stick with Bartzikis on the mound, trying to get the last 3 outs here for the Red Wings to seal the deal in the home half of the 7th. First offering from Bartzikis, kicks and deals. Swung on the ground towards third base, foul. The count goes to 0-1. It's Werner, Menser, and Doyle to kick things off in the home half of the 7th for the Pilots. Here's the 0-1 from Bartzikis, kicks and deals. Misses down low, was count even at 1 ball, 1 strike. One from Bartzikis. Outside was counted 2-1. Mentioned previously, if the Red Wings are to come away victorious, they will tie the Doubledays for 4th place in the division, which will make up a very interesting game tomorrow at Falcon Park between the Doubledays and the Red Wings. Next pitch misses, moves the count to 3-1. As the playoff race is starting to thicken a little bit further, there's 3 teams currently in contention as of right now for that 4th playoff spot. That is the Pioneers, the Red Wings, and the Doubledays. 3-1 pitch, cut on and miss, moves the count back to 3-2. With Menser on deck, he will be next, the center fielder, who's 0 for 3 tonight. Werner, following that leadoff double back in the first, struck out both times, so he does not want to be a victim for the hat trick. He gets a hat trick! Struck him out for the first time. Third strikeout of the ball game for Bartzikis. Third time Werner's been set down by way of the K after having the leadoff double back in the first. I'll bring up Colby Menser to the dish, who's 0 for 3 with a strikeout back in the first. First offering. Cut on and miss for a strike, going 1. Tomorrow night, the Pilots will be here tomorrow against the Watertown Rapids. Next pitch is in there for a called strike. Was a count of 0-2 in the outside part of the plate. And now Bartzikis is setting himself up for another strikeout. Comes the 0-2 offering. He swung on and a hit towards right field, right at the right fielder, Brandon Jelpe. Make the grab, and now the Pilots are down to their final out here, the doubleheader, game 2. And all relies on the shoulders of Michael Doyle. Doyle is over 2 in the ball game with a walk back in the 5th. First offering from Bartzikis. Kicks and deals. Ends there for a called strike, 0-1. It was the 0-1 offering for Bartzikis. Misses. Dukes try to frame that one, but it misses for a ball. Must count even a 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 gone in the inning. Home after the 7th. The last inning of this game. 1-1 pitch from Bartzikis. Kicks and deals. In there for a strike, and now Newark's down their final strike tonight. Geneva having that big come from behind comeback in 6th inning is probably the big dividend of this game right now. It was a 1-2 pitch, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. 1-2 home from Bartzikis. Gets a sign from Dukes. And time is called at the wrong time, as I believe Bartzikis is going to get mad at Doyle after making that late time call. So 1-2 pitch from Bartzikis. Kicks and deals. Pops him up and fouls. We'll do it once more. 1-2. Geneva looking to get back into a tie for 4th place before they have a rematch with Double Days tomorrow. Last time they played Auburn was last Saturday. They came up on top. Trying to do the same thing tomorrow. Make it 3 straight games. Trying to make it 2 straight games here today. Their longest win streak on the year is 4. Comes a 1-2 pitch from Bartzikis. Swung on the ground towards second to Hertman. This could be it. Over to Gorman. That's the ball game, folks. So a doubleheader sweep for the Red Wings improves their record to 17-15 through 32 games on the season. Geneva was trailing 4-2 most of the game, and it was a 6th inning outburst that gave them the lead 9-4, and they came away victorious, winning 9-5 in this one. And what's been a big game and bring up a big setup marquee game tomorrow. You do not want to miss it. I will try to have the game for you. I'll do the best of my abilities for you guys. So you'll be listening to the Red Wings live stream tomorrow at 7 o'clock between the Auburn Double Days and the Geneva Red Wings in the fight for 4th place. You're watching Red Wings baseball here on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in, and please have a wonderful day. We'll try to see you tomorrow at Falcon Park.